What's up, folks? Thanks again for tuning in. This is The Educator again, here today with another tutorial. We're going to be looking at the lazy vault, the thief vault, and the dash vault. All these vaults involve the legs going in front of you and your hands going behind you. They're used to typically glide over either diagonal obstacles in the case of the lazy vault, or to go over higher obstacles with minimal effort with the dash vault. So let's take a look at that. So with the lazy vault, you're using the same leg as the hand is planted first. So for this, it would be the right. The thief vault, however, is using the opposite leg. So you're using the left leg to go up and over the right hand planted first leg. So to get started with these two vaults, it's best to kind of just feel it out by sitting on it first. So imagine you've got this here, a box, or you can even practice like getting out of bed. You're just kind of sitting and going up. And as you get more confident with it, you can start by putting your foot down like that until you're hopping over. It's really important that you're using your leg to generate the force, and you're pushing from behind and leaning back ever so slightly so that you can allow your legs to get up. It's the same with the thief vault, right? So think about kicking that leg up and coming to a seated position. So you're coming up like that to start with, and then as you get a bit more confident, that other leg, in this case would be the right, you're placing that down. Just a little safe tap, and then as you get more confident with it, you can start to flare it out a little bit and make it look pretty. Take your time with this, right? Because it can be a little hard on the shoulders if you've not quite got the timing right. It's kind of back here like this. You want to make it feel nice and floaty, and I can guarantee you the more you lean back with it, the easier it's going to feel. So, it might feel a little bit weird at first, but you take a nice deep breath, visualize hands behind, legs up, and go get it. Like so. What's nice about these vaults too is that they link into each other perfectly, right? So if I start back here and I do lazy, that's going to set me up really well to a thief pattern. So I go lazy here, and thief, then I come back, I do thief. Lazy is going to look a bit like this. So it's a really good idea to practice those two vaults, because they are great to create flow lines and they feel super smooth once you get the hang of it. Alright, so let's take a look at the dash. So the dash is very similar to these two vaults because you're leading with your legs and then putting your hands down behind you. The difference though is that you're coming at it perpendicularly as opposed to parallel, right? So this can be a little bit more intimidating because you're kind of coming straight at it and it's a little easier for you to mix your hands. So a good way to start into it is to start with your lazy or thief vault and start coming in, more and more perpendicular. So we started here, right? Have it kind of to the side. You start with that, and scoot a bit more. Same idea. And then eventually, you can work yourself to being parallel, or perpendicular rather. A couple of things you want to be thinking about: keeping your chest nice and tall. When you're kicking, you're about a leg's length away, right? If you kick too close, one, you're going to kick the obstacle. That's no fun for anyone. Or two, you're going to be forced to kind of come up and around the side, right? So think about leaning back, kicking up, nice and strong. And you got a dashboard. If you find with that particular progression you're struggling, another way to kind of get over the fear of going over straight on is doing what we would call a dash store, okay? So with that, you're coming up with one foot on top, similar to the step foot, but this time you're going to kick your other leg through, staying square, right? And as you come through, your other foot's going to pop off the top and you're going to put your hands down. So that looks a little bit like this. That one can be a little tricky for people, but it does help if you have nerves with going straight on, committing both hands at the same time, because it allows you to kind of step up and stay square versus coming around the side like this. Thanks again for tuning in. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell to notify you when the next video is dropping. We're going to have a video Monday and Friday. We've got more tutorials coming. We've got some parkour culture stuff coming as well. Shoe reviews, what's a good shoe for parkour, what does a good parkour shoe look like. So for all those things, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell. Tell us what you thought about these tutorials. Are there nuances that are still kind of giving you trouble? Let us know and we can tell you how to practice these better. What are some vaults and tricks that you would like to learn? Let us know in the comments below. Again, thanks again for joining us. This has been The Educator.